Hello everyone, my name is Ashish and welcome to the Xadmin channel. So guys, in the last lecture we discussed regarding the Stream API, and guys we discussed like guys what is a Stream API and why we need Stream API, and also we discussed the two methods of the Stream API, like the filter method and a for each method, and also we have seen the internal working of the filter method and the for each method. So guys, if you have not watched my previous lecture, then guys I will suggest you to watch the previous lecture so that it will give you a good idea about the Stream API and what are the internal working of these two methods, like the filter method and the for each method. Alright, so guys, this is the continuation of the previous lecture. So guys, in this lecture I will do a small example, and guys I will show you the real-time example how to use the Stream API in your application or in your project. So guys, let's start the session. So let's go to the Eclipse directly, and here we need to write an example so that I will show you how to use the Stream API. So let's create a class with the name employee, and guys inside this class I'm going to put the information of the employee. So guys, the properties I will add like ID, name, department and the salary. So let me put the ID. So string type will be my name, string will be my department, and I am going to keep the long as a salary. Alright, so guys, these are the four properties I have added to my employee class, like ID, name, department and the salary. So let's add the constructor. So let's add a default constructor. Deselect all, generate. Now we will add the getter and the setter method. Select all, generate. So guys, we have added the getter and the setter method to get the property and also to set the value of the employee. And guys, we have added the parametric constructor and also the default constructor. Alright, so let's save this class. Now I am going to create one more class. So let's keep the name of this class as a database, and guys you have to consider that guys, this class is a DAO class or a database class. It means that guys, inside this class I am going to create a method to fetch the employee information. So guys, I will create an array list and then I will add the information or the object of the employee to that list. And guys, you have to consider that this method is giving us the list of the employee from the database. So let me write the method quickly. So I will keep this as a static, return type as a list of the employee type. Alright, so get employee is the name of the method. Let's import to the util, and guys inside this I am going to create a array list and then I will add the information of the employee to that list. So guys, I have created the array list and then I have added this 4 employee information to this list. So guys, the first is the ID, second is the name, and the third is the department, and fourth is the salary, like 6 lakhs, 9 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 4 lakhs. So these are the information of the employee I have added to this list. And guys, you have to consider that this information you are getting from the database. Alright, so now guys, the next thing, so now guys, we need to put a logic to get those employee which are like eligible to pay the tax and who is not eligible to pay tax. So for that I am going to write a logic in my service class. So the employee which has a salary more than 5 lakhs, then guys they are eligible to pay tax, and the employee which has a salary less than 5 lakhs, they are not eligible to pay tax. So for that guys, I am going to write a logic. So guys, here I will use a stream API so that you will get a good idea how to use the stream API in your project. Alright, so for that, let me save this first. So let's add another class. So let's keep this name as a text service class, and this will be like my service class. Alright, so guys, inside this service class I will add a method, and then guys, inside that method I will add a logic, and guys, I will show you how to use a stream API to filter the employee which has the salary greater than 5 lakhs, and also how to filter the employee which has a salary less than 5 lakhs. Alright, so let's write a method first. Public static and the list employee. So method name I am going to keep as a calculate text. So let's add this list to the util package, and now guys, inside this method I am going to write a logic to filter the data of the employee which has a salary greater than 5 lakhs or less than 5 lakhs. So for that guys, first of all we have to get the list of the employee, and guys, I have already created a class, database class, and here we have a get employee method which is like returning the list of the employee from the database. Alright, so guys, and guys, you can see that this method is a static type, so we can directly call this method by the name of the class dot get employee. And guys, till here we got the list of the employee. Now guys, we need to change it to a stream. So for that I will call a stream method. Alright, and then guys, here we need to put some condition. So guys, in a stream API, if we need to put some condition, then we can go for a filter method. So here I will call a filter method, and guys, you can see that the argument of the filter method is like the predicate. Alright, so guys, inside the predicate argument means here we need to write the condition. So guys, I am going to take the employee object. So guys, here I am going to write the like the lambda expression. Alright, so this is the parameter. So let's add the expression, and now guys, we need to put the the body of the method. So guys, inside the body we need to put the condition. Alright, so condition will be like emp employee dot get salary. So guys, I will take the salary of every employee or the each employee by calling a get salary method, and then I will put a condition check if that salary is greater than 5 lakhs. Alright, then guys, we need to put this to and here guys, I will use a collectors class to change this list to a to list. So here we have a to list method to change to this list. So guys, if you will see here, let me add a return statement. So guys, if you will see here what I am doing, I am just taking the list of the employee by calling the get employee method of the database class, and then guys, I am changing that list to a stream by calling a stream method, and then I am calling a filter method because we need to put some condition here. So here I am using the filter method of the stream API, and guys, here the condition is like if. So guys, here I take the employee salary by calling a get salary, and then I am checking the condition. If the salary is greater than 5 lakhs, then guys, I am adding to this list and returning this. So let me add a main method, add a SOP, and inside this I can call a calculate text method so that it will call this method directly. Let me save this. Alright, so guys, we have written the logic. Now guys, I am going to run this and we are going to see the output. So guys, this method is going to return the list of the employee which are like eligible to pay the tax. So guys, we are getting the information in a form of object. Wait a second guys, I think I have not added the toString to this employee. Yes, so let me add a toString quickly to this employee class. So here I will add to the all types. Alright, So now let's save this again and let's run this again as a Java application. So guys, here guys, you can see that we got the list of the employee which has a salary greater than 5 lakhs. All right. So guys, we got the output of the list of the employee who are eligible to pay the tax because their salary are greater than 5 lakhs, like the 9 lakhs and the 6 lakhs. All right. So now guys, I will make this tax calculation method as a dynamic. So guys, I will return either the tax users or the non-tax users. So for that, let's go to the service class. So let's add some argument to take some argument from the method call. So here I will keep as a type. All right. And now guys, what I will do, I will put some condition here. If like type dot, let's call a equal ignore case method, and here I will put a string like text. So guys, if I am getting type as a text, it means that guys, I am going to call this method. All right. And guys, inside the if condition, I will return this. All right. Or guys, inside the else part, so let me copy this again, and here I will change the condition like guys, here if the salary is like less than or equals to 5 lakhs, equals to 5 lakh, then guys the employee is not eligible to pay tax. All right. So here we need to put one more curly braces. Yeah, now it's correct. So guys, here guys, you can see the condition here. Inside if I have checked that if the type is text, then guys I am returning this list, and if the type is like anything, then guys I am returning this list. So let me add here, so let me pass a text string. So guys, it means that it is going to receive the type as a text, and guys here it will match the condition, and here guys it will return the list of employee which are eligible to pay tax because their salary are greater than 5 lakhs. All right. So let's save this and let's run this class, and let's see that whether we are getting the output. So guys, we can see that we are getting the output as the list of the employee which has the salary more than 5 lakh, means the Ashish and the Gurpreet has a salary more than 5 lakhs, so they are eligible to pay tax. Now guys, let's pass other string than the text like non-tax. So guys, if I will pass non-tax, then guys this will give us the list of the employee which are not eligible to pay the tax, and they are like guys the two employee with the name Mohit and the Ankit, because their salary are like 5 lakh or 4 lakh. And guys, I have put the condition like the if the salary is less than 5 lakhs or equals to 5 lakh, then they are not eligible to pay tax. So all right. So guys, in this example you can see that I have used the stream API method. All right. So now guys, so guys, here I am using the if and else conditions. So guys, you can make this code a more like reduce the code further. So guys, here you can use the, so guys, here you can use the like the ternary operator. All right. So guys, we are going to use the ternary operator. So for that, let's remove the if condition and also the else condition from here. So let's remove the multiple return statements, and here we can directly return from here, and here we need to pass guys, if this condition is equal, then guys it will return this, or else part guys, here let's add. So guys, else guys, if this condition is not true, then guys it will return the else part here. All right. So guys, here guys you can see that I have added the ternary operator, and guys you can see that I have reduces the code. All right. So let me save this and let's run this again. So guys, you can see that we got the list of the employee which are not eligible to pay tax. All right. So guys, in this example we learn how to use the stream API or how to write a stream API in your like the real-time application or all right. So guys, this is all about this lecture. So thank you and have a nice day, and see you in the next lecture of a stream API.